This is a very highly requested fund that people want us to review. And no surprise why that is the case. It is up 11 times. So keep watching to know how they did it. Now guys, this fund owns a lot of shares, so no surprise that we own some of the shares as well. So I think we need to put that out there. And of course, what we talk about is purely educational, right? It's not financial advice. According to experts, in 2023, there's a 60 to 90% chance of recession. And I'm sure you want to avoid that. Now, over the past 7 months, our FIRL Pro model portfolio has grown by 18%, while the market has fallen by 3%. Now, if you're interested in learning how we did it, we've got a special free training just for you on the 23rd of March. So go ahead and sign up in the comment section or the description. Well, the red line is very, very enticing.
Yes.
Which is Eastspring Investment Small-Cap Fund's performance over the years. So, yeah, walk us through how they perform actually.
Right. Okay. So, before I show them how many percent they been up since launch, if you look at the benchmark, they actually been trying to like see how they perform. Right? They actually comparing them with the Financial Times Stock Exchange Bursa Small Cap Index. So basically, it's just a Bursa stock small market index. And you can see that they have been outperforming quite a lot since the start of 2004. Now, if you look at the returns, right, it has been tremendous. So since launch, they are actually up 1,075%. And the small cap, the benchmark index that one is around like 159%. So that's actually a huge disparity.
Now, there's one thing a couple of things I want to bring to notice. So you see here, it looks small, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you really zoom into it, this is probably about 150%.
Yeah, more or less.
And here is probably, I don't know, 50, 60%. So they've been outperforming the benchmark for a very long time. This is not on a log scale, so it looks very big, right?
Yeah.
The difference. That's the first thing I want to point out. The second thing is the Lipper ranking. So Lipper is probably alongside Morningstar, the best raters of funds or mutual funds. And you can see how they've done really well. Right?
Yep.
And they are 1 of 15. They are literally number 1.
Yep, exactly.
So this is the premier fund in Malaysia, which you probably didn't hear about, right?
Yep. And you can check out how have they been performing year on year. So far it has actually been okay lah. I mean, if you look at the 2019 has not been performing good, but 2018, yes, against the benchmark. 2020, they have been outperforming. That's surprising. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. And also 2021, they also been outperforming, but in 2022, kind of slowed down a little bit. So this is their asset and sector allocation. So about 18% of the fund is actually holding in cash. They're actually quite a concentrated portfolio because if you notice the technology and manufacturing also is something to related to technology a little bit. So they cumulatively, they own about 38%, 12% on consumer. That one is more to hedge, I believe it's hedge against inflation also. And then the remaining 4, that one is all like random industries.
You know what is interesting is I just noticed this among like pretty well performing funds in Malaysia. They always have like a 15-20% cash position. Tells you something, right? Like maybe there is an optimum way to have cash, right?
Yep.
It's not too much, not too little. Maybe the sweet spot is 15 to 20%.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, maybe this is like a tip for you guys.
Yes.
I don't know. Not financial advice though. Okay, so this is the top 10 best stocks that they have managed to invest in. So if you look at the top one is MPI. That's no surprise. That one is up about 200%. The first 3 stocks is actually all related to tech. Or actually, if you talk about the first 5 lah. So 4 out of 5 is all tech. Dufu 86.
Yeah.
VTrox 170. Yeah. And then,
I can tell you off here, 9 are good companies. Now, the one I left out, wait, sorry, how many companies are there? 1, 2, 10, right? Okay.
Yeah.
The only company I left out here is Matrix. Not because it's bad, because I just don't know much about them. But I can tell you, right, MPI, I mean, it's superbly well around since the 90s. Inari, yeah, I mean, it's the largest.
Oops, sorry. I think it's
company.
9 only. 9 only.
9, right? So, okay, 8 out of 9,
yeah.
right? Great.
All right.
I mean, there's Vitrox, there's Vitrox, amazing. RC Capital, amazing. I mean, RC Capital is one of those companies that, like, they cannot lose money. Because people, like, government servants have to borrow money from them.
Yeah. Is it financial service kind of
industry?
They
do loans, right?
Right. Okay.
Then of course, like do food technologies. I think we've covered this before. Is we've been a lot bigger than 86% now. Kejaya Prospects is one of the best well-run Malaysian like construction company out there. Uchi Tech, Dividend King, and of course Ancom, which is something that we've covered as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean. Yeah, all fantastic.
Right. And also please do take note, like this is all just pure share ownerships. They actually exclude the warrant, right issue, puts, and all the call options. And this is the top 10 worst. Do you see any known names? Yes, I saw one, Corsan. Oh, yes. Surprisingly, they're still holding their Corsan
There's
very
4 companies here that there is, in my books, pretty fundamentally sound, but have underperformed. Gtronic, Globetronics, Elsoft, Gosan, and SLP. These 4 are fundamentally sound guys.
Yep, exactly. I never heard of Rojas Technic Berhad, but I believe it's a small cap company. I mean, of course, their fund is a small cap, right? So, but maybe it's a micro to small cap. I don't know. But yeah, that one has been down almost 70%. So it's pretty interesting. Yeah. And this is the stocks, the entire stock list that they have invested in. Basically, I rank them from the most money that they spend to invest to the least money. So if you see the top 5, you don't see the top gainers over here. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. They put a lot of money in Hong Leong Industry. I think Hong Leong Industry is also a very good dividend payer. So that has been giving them a lot of cash flow. So that they can continue to invest. So that is, but it's down a little bit about 10%.
It's very impressive that they have this amount of stocks and they perform the way they perform. Although I think it's worth looking back at the old annual reports to see whether they had the same amount of stocks.
Yep, exactly.
If I had to guess, probably not as much.
Right. Probably also is because the amount that they are managing is not that a lot from the start.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, could be also. Maybe back then when they are still, I don't know, I'm just throwing out numbers, like a 100 million kind of portfolio. So maybe it is not.
Today they are what again? Sorry.
Let me check. Oh, maybe I've forgotten to include over here.
Yes, maybe we'll put it in the comments later.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
But I believe it's more than that, or it could be less than that. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can calculate lah.
But yeah, I can already tell you, right? Like just again, not financial advice, but what I think are pretty sound companies. But just because I don't say they're sound doesn't mean they're not sound. Just means I've not looked at them. So you can see straight away Tongguan is sound. SKP. 3A is a question mark. They do caramel. Do you know that?
Oh, I didn't know.
We have a caramel company in Malaysia. This is caramel. Unisem is a bit of 50-50. Magnitech is pretty decent. MTech, well, we all know what happened recently. Kejaya Prospect, Uchitech, Globetronics is great. Vitrox, Bermas Auto, these are pretty sound companies. Kosan, Padini, SLP. Uli, a little bit of 50-50. MPI great, Dufu great. Inari great. Chinwell is not too bad. 50-50. They do nuts and bolts.
That's right.
Oriental Food. I heard good stuff about Oriental Food. So a lot of my friends say they are very I think we did a video before, right?
Yeah, it was like 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years, I can't remember.
Like maybe we'll just link it somewhere here. So VS Industries, pretty decent. Pohuat is of course is statistically very undervalued. Ancom, DKSH is not too bad. In nature, let's see, BP Plastics, not too bad. It's like a Tongguan rival somewhat. Guanchong, they do Cocos, RC Capital, Elsoft. Success Transformer, we've done reports on this before. Not too bad of a company.
Yeah.
PIE, that's the last one.
Yep.
So yeah, like at least 50% here, I would say are pretty sound.
Some companies.
And
Yeah.
again, it should be a lot more because I some of the companies also I don't know.
Right.
Now, guys, if you're really interested in building a 6 to 7 figure portfolio, we've got the perfect solution for you. Head over in the comment section or the description to sign up for our free masterclass where you can get all these proven steps to achieve it.
Okay, so this is a position size. If you can look, it's actually very conservative, I would say.
Yeah.
The largest one is only like 4.6%. If you compare between the previous fund management that we did, right, they all hold like 10%, 8%. I believe the largest that we covered was around 8%, 7 to 8%. So this one is 4%, which is pretty interesting. But yeah, this is basically all of the position size. And this is just a last takeaway. Although they hold about 62 stocks, 62 stocks is a lot, but they are more concentrated towards the tech company. I mean, just now MJAD mentioned all of the names. I mean, there's like 60 to 70% of the names mentioned is related to tech lah.
Yeah,
some is related. Yeah, big chunk is over there. And also they bet big on Hong Leong Industry. But right now they are down like 12% if you compare between February 2023's market value, but it's still a great dividend payer.
Yeah, but if it's a great dividend payer, right? So the cost, the money they lose is not actually 12%.
Yes, exactly. It could be
maybe like 8, 7%.
Yeah, exactly. Or maybe it could be even not 12% at all, because maybe who knows?
Maybe they pay so much, right?
Yeah, maybe they hold since 2000, right? You never know also.
So one thing I want to check here before you go on is, what does the top 10 holdings, what is the percentage? So so let's say 5, so 9, 13, 16, 19, 21, 22, sorry, 22. Let's call this 25,
27, 30.
30.
Yeah, 30 I think here.
30. So the top 10 accounts for about 30 something percent.
Yeah, 30%.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Yep.
That makes it more impressive, the fact that they generate the return with so many stocks. But yes.
Yep. And actually just 3 stocks is enough to cover the losses of all the remaining the losses for all the stocks. And that is actually the gains from MPI, Vitrox, and Inari. And yeah, that's just that. It's actually a very, very impressive fund that I didn't even realize such fund existed, that performed like 10x since launch. Usually you see funds, they only perform like 100%, 200%. Yeah, this one is actually a pretty remarkable fund management that you guys may want to even check out. And what's remarkable is our FIRL Pro portfolio. So our FIRL Pro has been performing quite well as well. Most of the stock is in the green, except for one stock, it is down 7%. But I will see whether it will pay off in the next few months or even years. And if you take a look at the bottom, we have another portfolio which is related to the Telegram. So the Telegram stock portfolio is basically
just what we discussed.
It's what we discussed. Yeah. That is not inside FIRL Pro portfolio.
But we find interesting, and the reason we cannot put in the portfolio is because for a name to get in the portfolio, we need to write a report.
Yeah.
And the report takes time.
Yes. And also maybe the catalyst for the reports that written in FIRL Pro, it's longer. So this catalyst in the Telegram, it's much shorter. So if you want to capitalize on short-term gains, then this one is something that you want to take note. And if you're still not convinced about FIRL Pro, you still want to know more, we have a free sample for you. You can access the link to this FIRL free sample down at the description and comments down below. And that's it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoy the entire video. Make sure you smash the like and subscribe button for more. And also don't forget to follow us on our social media. Yeah, our Facebook, Instagram, all those good stuff. Make sure to join our big masterclass on how to profit from 2023 recession. The links to register is at the description and comments. And that's it. We'll see you in the next video.